My story starts with an image of an elegant woman sitting at a table in a cafe in Kiev, Ukraine, where we stopped for lunch when visiting my uncle. She sat with a group of businessmen, merging two languages to create a link, a bridge between two parties speaking different tongues, to enable them to come to an understanding. I wish deep inside it for me, speaking fluently in two languages, able to create the image with words, helping find the common ground to those who may not have it yet. I was only 14 then, but the image has stayed with me ever since. A year later, my mom offered to get me a tutor to learn English, and I took the opportunity. I was shy and could only dream to become as good as that person from my brief encounter, but I decided to try my best. Learning a foreign language is not just a simple replacement of one word with its foreign equivalent. It is an ability to convey the meaning shaped by the people who live there. And to do so, a learner is bound to understand and appreciate the history, customs and traditions of people to whom the language is native. Understanding and appreciation of the culture through the language did not dawn on me immediately, but I soon learned that discovering the shades of meanings that the same word can have is like an exploration, an archaeological dig using words instead of brush and trowel. All those simple words and phrases we use every day have a story behind them, their own history forged from the traditions and customs of the people and shaped by forces like economy, politics, geography, folklore, and so on. And our goal is to unearth them, to breathe in the life into a sequence of letters. For example, the word nice that we in the 21st century often use to describe something pleasing or agreeable used to mean foolish, silly, or ignorant in the 13th century, coming from Latin nices, or not knowing. Why and how did a single word make an almost 180-degree turn in usage within just 800 years or so? Who was the first person who coined it? A monk? A nobleman? Did he have friends to share it with, or he just wrote it down and forgot about it until somebody else read it? Or the word bouquet, the dream of more than one female to get on Valentine's Day. Well, it's nice to get flowers on any day, but it actually meant a little piece of woodland in the 18th century, which conjures up a completely different image. Only think about the imagination of Lady Mary Montagu who first introduced it. Would you say she preferred wildflowers to roses from the gardens of Versailles? An even deeper understanding of another culture comes from the idioms or phrases that we take for granted now, like mind your P's and Q's. This is the letters which were easy to confuse when setting up a page to be printed back in the 15th century. Who was the first to make a mistake? Some little apprentice or a seasoned typesetter? When you start learning a language this way, the culture and people gain more color, more depth. I was and still am captivated by the English language as a means to share thoughts and ideas, as a canvas that has depicted the lives of many people against a backdrop of history, culture, political movements, customs and traditions, hopes and dreams, failures, but also successes around the globe. With understanding and appreciation of a foreign language, I learned to appreciate my native language, something that I had taken for granted as well. And in the end, I did become a translator, and it was me helping create bridges between cultures and setting up relationships where they hadn't existed before. So, why don't you try your own exploration of the language? Start with something simple like sincerely. I'm sure you will enjoy it.